Welcome back to another video. I have a huge publisher book mail haul that I want to go over with you guys. This is probably one of the biggest accumulations of books that I have, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is a collection of PR mail, ARC mail, and also just one book that I actually ordered myself. So let's get into it. I literally have a whole stack. Yeah, this is the entire freaking haul. So let's jump right into it. The first book is The Overtime Kiss by Lauren Blakely. She actually reached out to me via email and asked if I wanted to read a copy of her newest release that comes out June 18th, which, fun fact, is actually my birthday. So I thought it was meant to be. I said yes, and she sent over a copy of The Overtime Kiss, which is a hockey romance. I'm so excited to read this. I cannot wait to dig in. Thank you so much, Lauren, for sending this my way. Her writing is very similar to Megan Quinn, so if you love romantic comedies, some sports romances, this is going to be right up your alley. These next two books was actually from Penguin Random House / Kensington Books. They sent over two of my highly anticipated arcs. I love the Ravenhood series. If you guys don't know that, the Ravenhood series was one of the first trilogies that I read that had multiple love interests, and I was shook. My mind was absolutely blown. So when this showed up on my doorstep, I was literally gagged. I could not believe that I got an art copy of this book. And it is Severed Heart by Kate Stewart. If you guys know the Ravenhood trilogy, this is Tyler's story. And if you guys know, you know Tyler is one of the side characters really in the Ravenhood series. So I cannot wait to dig in and read his story. This actually comes out June 24th. So this is going to be one of the highly anticipated summer reads. And I need to start it immediately. Thank you so much, Kensington and Penguin Random House, for sending this my way. I am so excited to get into this. I will be on Do Not Disturb for the foreseeable future. Along with Severed Heart, they also sent over Emily Rath's upcoming book. It is called Beautiful Things. This is going to be a Why Choose romance. So the back says, she vowed to never marry, enter a brooding viscount, a dashing sailor, and an irresistible rake. So this is going to be like a Bridgerton vibes in Regency England when a young woman becomes entangled with three delicious gentlemen in this why choose slow burn, very sexy, definitely not your mother's historical romance from internationally best-selling author Emily Rath. The release date is actually set for July 29th. So you guys keep an eye out. I am going to eat this up. Anything Bridgerton vibes and why choose, that's right up my alley. Thank you guys so much again for sending this over to me. I am so appreciative and so freaking thankful to this community for giving me these opportunities. So I cannot wait to read and review this for you guys. This next book is actually my Bookish box subscription. This is Keep Me by Sarah Kate. I'm not the biggest fan of the cover. I need to unwrap it and see the reversible side of the dust jacket, but I do love Sarah Kate. I have not read Keep Me yet. At least I don't think so. I'm not too sure. I don't think I've read this series, but I have read every other Sarah Kate book and series, and I absolutely love her writing. So I'm going to open this up and see what it looks like, but this was my Bookish box subscription. I have since canceled my Bookish box subscription. I think I told you guys that I just felt like the books that I was getting, I wasn't reading them. I didn't know what they were about, so I went ahead and canceled this year. But I'm still getting backtracked orders coming in. You guys already know how much I love the Boys of Tommen series. I have a Roman Empire series episode on the entire series. So I pre-ordered Releasing 10. You guys, let me know if you guys want me to do a full review video on this book, but I absolutely loved it. It was devastatingly beautiful and haunting. I will say that it is very, very dark, very, very heavy. It deals with essay topics, child abuse, all of the sorts. It just made me appreciate Lizzie's character more because throughout the entire series, I didn't really like Lizzie. She was very, very mean to everyone. And in this book, you kind of get to see her journey, her downward spiral into why she is the way she is, and everything makes sense. I want to give Lizzie a huge hug and also Huey because they are everything to me. I absolutely love them. I really hope we get the next book soon because I took a week to read this and I'm not over it, but I just want to live in the Boys of Tommen series forever. Highly recommend if you haven't read it yet, pick it up. But please check your trigger warnings. It is very, very dark, very, very heavy, but I do feel like these uncomfortable conversations and topics need to be talked about to bring more awareness. The next publisher mail I got is actually from Amara Books. They sent over the new book from Mari Mann, and they sent over book 1 called The One of the Spade Hotel series, where love is the ultimate guest experience. I'm so excited to read this one. This Spade Hotel series, readers get a glimpse of an angry, bitter man who mourns the love of his life who got away. In The One, we find out exactly what happened to his love and the real story behind their separation and the truth of what really occurred on that fateful day. So it's a story that brings you right back into the past, and you're given a gripping first-hand account of how Rhett and Lainey finally reconnect. This sounds so freaking good. I have never read anything by Marnie Mann, so I am really, really excited to dig into this book. It is so pretty also. They have like screen printed edges. I'm so excited to read this. I love a good torturous love story. I love a good cry. So this is right up my alley. Thank you so much to Entangled Publishing for sending this over to me. I'm so excited to dig in. This next package is from Get Read PR. I actually signed up for an ARC and they sent it over to me. This is actually a spicy novella, if I'm not mistaken. This is part of their Sapphire Cove series, where it's like based in Southern California at this cool resort. This novella is an MMM book. It is spicy. I know I'm gonna gobble this up. It is called Party of Three. Look at that. I'm so excited. This is by C. Travis Rice's Sweet Secrets novella. So they're steamy standalone stories. And this is gonna be so freaking hot and heavy. I'm so excited. This is Jealousy Was Your Word, Babe, Not Mine. So this is about an EMT and his boyfriend. So I'm so excited. I cannot wait to dig into this one. Thank you so much, Get Read PR, for sending this my way. I cannot wait to read it and review it. This next package, I actually saw the signups on Instagram and I ran to the signups and I actually got the package, which is a first for me. I always sign up for things and I never get chosen. But this is actually from LJ Andrews from the Broken Souls and Bones series. So this is book 1. I am so excited. You guys know I love a good fantasy. I loved the Ever King series by LJ Andrews. So I'm so excited to read this one. They sent over a couple goodies with the book. So it looks like they sent over a sticker. Hopefully you guys can see that. A sticker, a bookmark. The trope list for this is bodyguard, trope, hidden powers, morally gray MMC, political intrigue, slow burn, and forced proximity. This is the Broken Souls and Bones. That looks so good. And look at this one. Sometimes souls just understand each other. I'm so excited to read this. Thank you, LJ Andrews and Realm Studios, for sending this over. They sent over the hard copy of the book. I am geeked for this one. I love a good freaking fantasy, and ever since Shield of Sparrows, I have been in a reading fantasy slump. So I need to get back into it. I think this is what's gonna pull me out of it. Okay, and the last and final book that I received was actually from Megan Quinn. This is for her book Till Summer Do Us Part, which is out this Tuesday, the 3rd, which is out June 3rd. It is the perfect summer read. I'm actually in Megan Quinn's content team. So she sent this over. She sent over 2 copies of the book, 1 Barnes & Noble edition. They also sent over a t-shirt, which is so cute. I don't know where I left it. I was wearing it all day yesterday. So it's probably in my dirty clothes bin. But they sent over 2 books. One is the actual arc for Till Summer Do Us Part. This is hilarious. If you guys know Megan Quinn, she writes the most funniest books. So the back says, I got what I wanted. I became buddy-buddy with my boss in an instant, but at the cost will be hefty. Finding a husband by tomorrow. Scotty Price just started a new job, and it's a real sausage fest. She's the only woman on a team filled with Brads and Chads, expecting bachelor pad atmosphere. She's quickly corrected when she finds out everyone is happily married. In an effort to impress her boss, Scotty mentions her non-existent husband in a company meeting. So unfortunately, her boss has a solution. Her boss has a solution, a one-on-one session with the best marriage counselor in the Northeast, which happens to be her boss's husband. With no way out of her lies, Scotty agrees to see him. Frantic, she calls in help from her best friend, who sets her up with his brother, an improv-obsessed millionaire. This was so freaking good, you guys. I was laughing, cackling, crying. It was so, so good. With any Meghan Quinn, I know I'm going to have a blast. I'm going to have a good time. And you know the audiobook is going to hit. I also got the ALC for this book. And I cannot stop laughing out loud when I was listening to this. It is that freaking good. You guys don't want to miss it. Meghan Quinn's books always blend like the perfect heart-wrenching mixed with spice, mixed with humor. She does every book to perfection. She also sent over a little sticker sheet, which I love. They actually go to like a marriage counseling. They actually go to like a marriage counseling camp for adults. It is so freaking funny, and all the games and little like trivias they do is hilarious. And she also sent over the Barnes & Noble edition, which is like the darker cover. I love purple and blue, so this is just right up my alley. And this has the sprayed edges too. Not really sprayed edges, but like screen printed edges. And on the inside, there's a little bit of art that's NSFW, so I'm not going to show that. But it was spicy, it was steamy, it was hilarious. She is actually recently divorced, so she struggles to open herself up again to a new relationship. It is just a beautiful, beautiful story. Thank you so much, Meghan and team, for sending this my way. I absolutely loved it. I cannot wait to see what Meghan cooks up next. I know it's going to be an absolute banger. That is all the book mail I have for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, do you guys like watching these videos? Yes or no? I don't know. I love watching them, but I don't know if you guys do. But let me know in the comments, what is one book that you're excited to read this month? I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.